yourself? Huh? They give you so many different looks, so many different fronts, so, and they make some great adjustments.
Oh, Sean, when we were in Chicago, you said you were going to the Super Bowl when you left there. Here it is. Think about that.
We're not done yet, man. We're 60 minutes away. We're not done yet.
I mean, we've used it, but listen, our guys they're reading about it every day in the paper. They're seeing it on TV every single day. I don't have to use it much as motivation. They know and they understand. So I just let things kind of happen by themselves. I think it definitely has an impact. You know, obviously, you know, it starts with my faith and what I believe in and the way I start my day every morning. And if I don't spend time 20 to 30 minutes just sort of in kind of in the moment, I've got a couple of devotional books that I read and just want to spend that time. It just sets my mindset, puts it in the right frame of mind for the day, and then I can tackle anything. And I think it's you know, it's a credit to some of our players on the team, some of our leaders on the team, and it really just kind of gives a calming presence to the entire group.
How about parents and students? They might be struggling with stuff in seeing your players' email classes going on.
You know, I think that you have to search for other athletes, for other Christian athletes that might be a part of your team, or maybe on another sport, and just reach out to them and encourage them, and if you see somebody hurting, I mean, it's okay to grab their hand and say it's going to be okay, you know, and I think you got to do that and have that sort of support group around you. Thank you. One more time. Well, veteran player, obviously. He's been in this game before. He brings a level of experience from the standpoint of knowing what this week is all about, and he can relay that message to the rest of the guys, and you know, he's been a big impact, I think, with Derek Barnett as well. You know, and just being able to mentor him this year and teach him what it's about to be a pro.
I think I started last season, 2017. That was the last game I played, but I started the new year off in this season, so it's gonna be a great feeling. I mean, I checked their stadium out. They had a great stadium last time I was here. It was a great atmosphere, a great crowd.
How you doing? All right, Corey, look about it.
Good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
Saw what? Saw 249 yards.
How are you?
Well, I didn't play. That's the only memory I remember.
Yeah. Got a minute here?
I would say just let the people have fun, man. Just enjoy it. Just make sure, just police everyone, make sure they have not getting in too much trouble. Just have fun. I mean, let everyone in the city of Philadelphia enjoy themselves, but don't get in too much trouble, or don't do nothing too crazy. I'm not sure. Next question. Just play our game and just leave it up. Just make it one play at a time. Just play our game. I mean, the underdog role, we don't really care about that. It don't matter to us. Call us the underdog, hey, it is what it is. We like that. Huh? Me personally, I don't think experience matters. I don't think that matters. You gotta play football. It is what it is. When they put on their pass just like us, I don't care who's been here the most. That don't matter. One team gotta win. One team.
You can stand up there and preach to these guys all you want.
Well, I think it helps from the standpoint of, with guys like Nick Foles and Nate Sudfeld, obviously in that role, being backups and now being a starter, and the preparation that it takes. I think too, being a backup, you sort of have you have a little different perspective than a starter. I think you have to sort of you gotta work for everything that you get, in your career, especially as a backup. Nothing's ever handed to you, and I think I've been able to use that in this role as head coach. I just come to work every day and work extremely hard and get our team prepared and try to execute on Sunday and win games. I think that's been a big part of the success this year. I thought I was going to get into coaching my last couple years there as a player, but did I always felt like I was going to be either a quarterback coach or maybe even a coordinator at this level. But great opportunity, great organization, and I'm thrilled to be the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. A Douglas Fir, what?
Do you think that was a big moment? Am I overblowing it?
No, I don't think they're overblowing it. I think the message for this team from day one until right now is it doesn't matter who's out there.
You know what? No, I encourage our players to be involved in the community, whether it's their own home community somewhere.
Somebody goes down, obviously nobody can.
You're right. I forgot about Dak too. Yeah. That would be pretty cool. I see that they was coming back. I was seeing that. I think Vince McMahon had said it, and yeah, I would love to play XFL because I did watch it back then. Been a great representation and a great team. That's about because I don't know him personally, but for what I see, on the outside in, he's a great teammate, and you don't hear nothing but great things about him. Oh man, he's been a lucky boy. You know, come in rookie year, you know, going to the Super Bowl. I tell him all the time, man. You know, it don't happen often, and the preparation of that dude every day. I mean, you know, I'm amazed by it because he came in, he was coachable. He just come in to work. You know, and it's almost like he's a seasoned vet already. You know, and he just like playing football, and it's been working out for him. Yep, he's gotten better and better, and you know he's a lot more calmer than he was, you know, when we first started, because you know he used to get on himself a lot. And I tell him, like, man, look, stuff is gonna happen, but you know you got to make sure, you got to remember, you got to make your mistakes now, you know, and that's in practice. And you know, stuff in the game, you know, it'd be easy, and it started to get easier as the season went on. Oh yeah, yep, I was out there.
Did you notice that the Eagles put a lot of resources into your defensive line, like drafted Nick, like long-term deals, you have one,
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you can't rush the passer, you can't win games. You know, you got to be able to disrupt the leader of every team, and that's the quarterback. And I think, you know, with them investing in us, it's a big challenge for us, but it's nothing that we can't do. And I think we work well together as a defensive front.
Players, we've got a lot of different guys, a lot of different shapes, a lot of different sizes. Brandon Graham, you know, doesn't look the same as a lot of other marquee guys. He's not real tall, you know, but he's really a good player. He looks a lot different than, you know, than Derek Barnett, who we just drafted. You know, Fletcher Cox is different than Bo Allen, different than Timmy Jernigan, Destiny. All those guys have different strengths they bring. I think where there's a couple things we look for is multi-dimensional. You can't just be a one-trick pony. We don't have anybody that's strictly a pass rusher, and we don't have anybody that's strictly a run stopper. You know, we talked a little bit before about RPOs and the way that affects your defense. Yeah.
Might have, you know, made it a little bit better, easier, I don't know. I think he's always been a great quarterback. I think, you know, we were playing with him when he was here. You know, so the fact that he got the opportunity again to show what he's got, now we're on the big stage. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for us. We get to show everybody what we got. It's crazy, but he's taking it well, and he's doing a heck of a job, man. Heck of a job. I mean, I love Philly fans. I think they're passionate, loyal, and do anything for the team. So I love them. He can be physical. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. You know, all the time. He knows what he's doing. But he can play physical if he needs to, or he can play.
It's the same thing where you got to find ways to stay on the field and drive the ball down the field. And in some games and in some series, that's going to be dinking and dunking the ball down the field or running the ball down the field. But that's hard to, you know, you're going to get 10 drives a game. You know, it's hard to do every series. So you want to have ability. It's going to be special in a very unique way, and I think it's going to end the way that we all want it to end here. There's just still a love and passion for the game. You love being around. The players keep you young. The
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at that point in my career, before Kansas City, I was really, focusing on what I wanted to do in my career and taking a step back. And at that point, I talked to Coach Reed, and I know there were several teams that had called, and I think Dallas was one of them. But at that point, if I was going to play football, I was only going to play for Andy Reid, and that's what I decided to do. And then to your second question about Kellen Moore, he's a tremendous quarterback. I came out and I trained with him. He's a great guy. His throw is so smooth, and he's one of the smartest guys I've ever been around. So I think they made a great decision going with Kellen. I have not heard anything that Jerry has said, so I can't take it personally because I have no idea what he said. You know what? I think they made a great decision with Kellen, and I say that from, like I said, I love Kellen. I think he's their quarterback coach right now, and he's going to be a great coach. I know several years from now he'll be a head coach and be doing a lot of great things, and he's a wonderful guy, wonderful player. What was that? I am, and I'm grateful to be an Eagle.
But if you ask all of them, they wouldn't say it's because they jumped a route or they were aggressive or they knew a certain play was coming. They'd probably say, hey, because either our blitzers
had, Sixers at our games, Flyers at our games. Our guys go to Flyers and Sixers and Phillies games and vice versa. It's just it's a diverse group, but yet we're all pulling for each other. And to have 4 professional teams within the same confines of South Philadelphia is pretty special. And so yeah, it's great that they all support each other. No, I mean, you can't control some of that stuff. It's out of our control. We just got to go play the game.
Minutes since I got a chance to see you, Frank. But you're used to this. You're used to this, right?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, this one's going to be better than the other ones.
Yeah, okay.
That came at your expense.
Right, okay.
You cost me some joy. You cost me some joy.
I do have those rings at home, but that's Super Bowl 27 and 28. We're now here at Super Bowl 52, and you had an incredible playoff run as a backup quarterback. How has that experience helped you with a guy like Nick Foles, Coach?
You know what? Just relate to him on a personal level. For him to be able to look him in the eye and him look me in the eye, and he knows that we have that confidence in him. He knows that we don't have any doubt that he can take us where we want to go.
Coach, you've done a phenomenal job with calling certain plays and getting him in position to win. That's the coach's job, to put the player in position to win. What's the difference when you call a game from a Carson Wentz to a Nick Foles?
You know what? I give Coach Peterson a ton of credit because what he's done is, with both players, be incredibly aggressive. Just be aggressive. And that instills confidence and belief in those guys. Now,
there is 1 minute remaining in the Philadelphia Eagles media session. The Philadelphia Eagles
we're going against the
media
Patriots,
session
and
has
we still have
concluded.
Equals zeros. We come back on to the house system here to wrap things up. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl 52 opening night fueled by Gatorade is a wrap. Thank you for being here to welcome us to Minnesota, to Minneapolis, St. Paul area, the beautiful facilities that we'll be using to put on the biggest show in professional sports. We thank you for having us. Hope you enjoy Philadelphia and the New England Patriots media. Let's go, Bills! Let's go, Bills! Again.